Hey everybody, hey friends. I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it, and cause I got so much to say, and I didn't want to be like kind of like a channel or whatever, just hyper focused on celebrities, cause I'm no one's fan, but I am a student lover connoisseur of the black arts, so to say. And by black arts, I mean like music and art for black people. So if you've been under a rock, Megan the Stallion released a song called Hiss, and where she's pretty much throwing subs at all the people that were talking about her, all the men that engaged in pillow talk and basically said they slept with her and blah blah blah. And then she also had this one line. She doesn't really say any names, but we all know who it is. She said, "You worried about Megan, you need to be worried about Megan's Law." Headshot. And then that fueled what I believe to be a coke rage, because people say, how you diagnose people and you don't have the degrees. Well, I have a case act, okay? Certified alcohol substance abuse counselor in the state of New York. Um, I can't pinpoint the drug, but for urban colloquialism and purposes, she was on a coke fuel rage, and she was unhinged. Nicki Minaj, unhinged, crashing out, tweet after tweet after tweet, up to the wee hours in the morning. I think some people say she was up for 24, 48 hours straight. But anyway, she releases a response song called Bigfoot, and in the words of Kiki Palmer, it was late and tired, and it was basically um 1 foot, 2 foot, red light, green light kind of flow. And like towards the last minute of the song, or almost a minute of the song, she's not even rapping, she's whisper talking. It was just bad. I caught secondhand embarrassment for her. um but here's the thing. um what do you expect when you are involved with a walking punchline? um and then Nikki says that Megan talked about her family, and what about Papa Bear? That's what she calls her son. I don't know if that's the son's real name or it's a nickname, but whatever. She refers to the baby as Papa Bear. What about Papa Bear? Megan Thee Stallion said nothing about Papa Bear. She actually didn't really say anything wrong or illegal. Your husband does have to enact Megan's Law every time he moves or anytime he takes up residence somewhere. That is a fact. Don't be mad at Megan, be mad at your reality. With all of the access to men, you chose, and I don't even have to say allegedly, you chose a sex offender who has been convicted for manslaughter and who did time. That's what happened. And Nikki goes on one of her coke-filled rages on the internet and say, "Oh, you bringing up something that was 15 years old, da 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 da, statutory." I did a little bit of research because it's all public record. It's very easy to find. He's a level 3. A level 3 is not statutory. A level 3 is using a weapon. So he's not only, because there's more than one allegation, but I think what she was referring to is the Jennifer Huff situation. That was through violence, ma'am. If I, a layman, can look it up on an Android in 12 seconds, you have access to money and PIs and lawyers. You still going around saying that because it was an age situation? No, ma'am. He's a level 3. That is violence. That is rape through violence. Ma'am. So you trying to tell me you didn't do a soft background check on this nigga before you married? Of course you did. But it's on par and it's on brand. Okay? Your brother, your brother is in jail doing 20 something plus years for humping on his stepdaughter. Your father is toxic AF. You and your mother was defending your brother and paying for his lawyer. This is on brand for you. You had that song with Little Twix when he was 15 or 16 years old talking about we could do it under the bleachers and da 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 da. So yeah, you guys are apparently equally yoked. That I guess that's who you're supposed to be with. That's on brand for you. Um but what got me was the line that she keeps saying over and over a song, lying on your dead mama, on your dead mama, lying on your dead mama. I feel like Nicki incited a January 6th insurrection on Meg Thee Stallion's mama's grave. There are videos of people going to the gravesite and defiling it, twerking on it, putting their bare vaginas on it. I've seen the video. It's out there. Her mama's name was Holly. I had to see if it was real. It is. And to the point where TMZ has put out an article or whatever saying that the gravesite place or whatever has to beef up security and police are involved because of these people coming and trying to defile, and there's talks of digging up the corpse, which by the way is a fucking felony. It's a felony. So for all you dumb fuckers that don't know that defiling a corpse or digging up a corpse is a felony, don't have Nicki Minaj, who can be married to a murderous, pedophile, violent rapist. She has access to money. She'll be all right. You won't. So don't let her get you caught up in something that you can't get out of, first of all. Secondly, read the room, Nicki. I think losing a mother, like losing a parent is hard, but I think losing a mother prematurely in your early 20s is probably the most traumatic thing you can go through as an early adult and not a parent, right? If you're a parent, I think the most traumatic thing is burying a child, having to bury a child. But in your early 20s, in college, losing a mother, I think is very traumatic. And read the room, Nicki. Read the mother effing room. Like, that was weak and late and tired. You other lyrics in your song, you came after the men she slept with, you called her a hoe, whatever. That's fair play. That's fair play, right? They say leave kids and parents out of it. Even if you left that line in the song, you're retweeting shit that people are saying that they're going to do to defile that woman's grave. And to me, that's not okay. I mean, even the line, lying on your dead mama. All right, it's a little catchy, fine. It's a little below the belt, fine. But you promote, not even promoting, because you're not telling them to do that. You're just putting the check sign near it when you retweet it. That's what got Tina Knowles in trouble for liking a post suggesting that Janet Jackson charges too much for a concert. When you like something or you retweet something, you're pretty much giving your unofficial cosign, internet cosign. That's how the internet works. And you are very vested in internet lingo and culture and everything to know what you were doing. You know what you're doing. So we all know what you're doing, right? You're like, yeah, do that by just retweeting it or even liking it. So it's kind of wild to me because just like you, the content guy says, your daddy was playing in traffic and died recently, and now you're talking about Meg Thee Stallion's dead mama. And then some people also said that your daddy had a habit of playing with matches and playing in traffic. So anyway, there's so much ammunition that Meg could come back with, but that one line caused Nicki to claim she has 4 or 5 more diss tracks waiting to be released in the event that Meg Thee Stallion responds, but just that one line got you that hurt. Unless Meg Thee Stallion marries someone just like your husband and makes a child with them, she won. There's really nothing you could do or say that you could win this. You lost. You lost. You lost. There's nothing you could say. She already, she already put her business out there, so you can't spray her with her own tea. She already, yeah, I fuck these niggas, and what? I ain't got no baby. I ain't fuck them raw. So what? So what? So what? But I ain't never, I ain't never meet a woman that said, I can't wait to marry a convicted violent pedophile rapist who has done time for manslaughter and have a baby by him. I ain't never heard nobody say that. I never people who and then Nicki, you talking about how nobody would love Megan and nobody would love her and you got a good pussy. No, no, ma'am. You can never say you have good pussy if all the access to men you have had, this is who you settle down with. No, it's not good, ma'am. It's not. Like, low key, you had to buy love, if that's what it is. You had to buy it. This man has cost you so much money. We will, for as long as he is in your atmosphere and as long as he is in your space, we will forever know where you live because of Megan's law. You had to get permission, Nicki, from the court so that he could witness the birth of your son. He can't drive Papa Bear to school. He can't go to no events. Papa Bear could never have a birthday party in Chuck E. Cheese or Disney World. Who is it, Tyrese or Usher or whoever buys out all of, or Ludacris buys out all, or I think Kevin Hart said he went to a birthday party where the celebrity bought out Disney World for the day. Even, and you probably could afford that, Nicki, but the daddy can't come. The daddy can't come. You posted pictures of Papa Bear's birthday and it was full of adults because no children can come to your house for this boy's birthday party. This is a decision you made because you knew. You're not dumb. You knew. So, um, how is that? How is that? How did you think you was ever gonna win any rap beef with the girls ever again? That's it's low hanging fruit, and we're gonna pluck it every time. It's low hanging fruit, and we are going to pluck it every time. But Megan destroyed you in one line. You claim you have 5 diss track songs ready for Meg Thee Stallion over one line in a song that wasn't even about you. I mean, that line was for you, but the whole song wasn't about you. You made a whole song over somebody that destroyed you with one line, one bar. Flawless victory. She Mortal Kombat you. Flawless victory. Megan, please don't respond. That's it. That's the line of the rap century. You destroyed someone without even using profanity. You won, girl. Girl, you ate. You ate. You destroyed her without even cussing her out. I mean, Nicki was already destroyed with h0e. Remy destroyed her with h0e. But that was a whole song, Remy. Kudos to you. You are the GOAT. You are the originator. You destroyed Nicki with h0e. Her comeback, she had two men on there, and it was nothing in comparison to the way you annihilated, obliterated her. And h0e, Megan, I'm gonna say this goes above h0e because h0e was a whole song, and you destroyed her in one line. Um, yeah. Also, the Megan's Law people, I'm gonna need you to have a seat. I'm gonna need you to have a seat. I'm gonna need you to fall back. I don't know if the barbs are feeding into you that you have a case, so you should do something because Megan used that Megan's Law in first of all, no, 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 no. There's whole songs, not even just lines in a song. There are whole songs that reference Amber Alert. There's a song called Amber Alert, and the Amber people ain't saying nothing. Um, Ode to Funky Dineva, Quiet as It's Kept. A lot of people didn't know about Megan's Law. I knew about Megan's Law because I work in that type of atmosphere where you are aware of these things when you work in proximity to children. So I know about Megan's Law. But a lot of people didn't know about Megan's Law. If anything, you should be thanking Meg Thee Stallion because now a lot of people know about Megan's Law. You know how many people are commenting or tweeting that they had no idea what Megan's Law is, and now that they know about it, they're looking up the offenders in their area and are shocked and appalled by the amount of offenders that live in their area, and they had no idea. Or that you know that's something to look out for when you go to purchase a house, that you should be looking up the registry, especially if you have children or you want to have children in the future when you are looking for a place to stay, um to see and know where the offenders are in your area. If anything, she brought light to your daughter because she didn't. Megan, yes, used it in a song, but she's absolutely right. Why is Nicki Minaj worried about Meg Thee Stallion? She needs to be worried about Megan's Law because she is quote unquote married. I say quote unquote because ain't nobody found the marriage certificate. But if you want to say you married, you married. You want to say that man is your husband, that man is your husband. You are married and have a child with a man that has to enact Megan's Law, or else he goes to jail. Megan's Law people, have a seat. Don't let the barbs get you, have you on the wrong side of this. The Amber people don't say nothing. There's whole songs called Amber Alert. People use Amber Alert in their music. People talk about Amber Alert. That's what you are supposed to do. There are plenty of laws. There are plenty of laws named after people. Lou Gehrig's disease, right? There are plenty. There are things named after places. Stockholm syndrome, right? You advocated for this law based on the horrific things that happened to your daughter and that could have probably be avoided if this was a thing. You advocated for it. You went to court with it. You won. It is a wonderful thing. It is a wonderful tool. It is a wonderful thing. I'm sorry this happened to your daughter, but the rose out of the concrete is now that we know, as the American people, citizens of this great nation, we now know where all the release offenders are, and that we can make informed and conscious decisions when we take up residence. Or to know that these people are not allowed to live near a school or library or museum or all of these places. We know where they work. We know where they live. We know what they look like. So that if we see them lurking around a playground or a school, we can dial 911 and be good, law abiding citizens. Thank you, Megan's parents. But Megan Thee Stallion using the law in a disrespectful way, she did not, because it's true. It is real. Nicki Minaj's husband is a registered sex offender. That is a fact. And Nicki Minaj needs to worry about Megan's law because she has taken up residence and procreated with a man on the registered sex offender list. Yes, Nicki Minaj, worry about Megan's law. Stop worrying about the Megan Thee Stallion. Don't worry about her. Make sure you are in compliance every time you buy a house. Make sure you notify whoever you need to notify to be in compliance with all of the requirements of Megan's law. That is a fact, Megan people. Now, I know based on your clearness and your removal from urban situations and rap, you have no idea what's going on. You have no idea who Meg Thee Stallion is. You have no idea about this. So I'm pretty confident in saying the Barbs have contacted you and bombarded you with all of this stuff. And if it wasn't for Nicki Minaj even giving light to this, you would not have known this even happened. Fall back, sir. And relish in the fact that since its inception in the mid to late 90s, Megan's Law has not had this traction or exposure since. It hasn't. I really hope Megan doesn't respond. She has already said that she doesn't have social media on her phone, which I think is the smartest thing you should do as an established artist. So unless people are giving her this information, which I think she has told people in her circle, don't let me know anything that's happening. You don't need to respond. You won. You won.